Alright, welcome y'all to the STP 400. This will be a 105 lap race. Stage 1 will end on 30, Stage 2 will end on 60, and then Stage 3 will end on 105. The pit speed for this race is 75 to 80, so do not go 81 and over. Remember to not go through anyone else's pit box. Doing so will result in a warning. And please remember that speeding on pit road under green is always going to be a drive-through, and speeding under yellow will be a to the back penalty. Starting grid for tonight's edition of the Kansas race will be Sean, Lucas, Tristan, Brandon, Nick, Holden, Bush and Baked Beans, Cole, Hayden, Kenny, Rob, and Wyatt. Cole won this race last season, but it was a few different guys who had a lot of laps. Chad, Fard, Monkey, notable guys who did good at this race last season, but neither of them are here. But it was honestly a mixed bag of names at the top of that entire race. Who that? Wyatt, please get lined up here. We're just waiting on you and Rob to get lined up. This will be an interesting race for sure. Honestly, not sure who can win this thing. It's really anyone's game. Holden, you didn't even do the anti-lag thing, buddy. Wait a second here. Oh well. Not really a big deal. Just hopefully it's not insanely laggy. Anyways, are we ready for the Kansas race here tonight? Nick is not. Wyatt and Nick are NR. I'll just ask again. See if Wyatt and Nick are ready. Nick's ready. Wyatt, just waiting on you. Alright, here we go. Kansas time. Green flag's out. Lucas thought about jumping the start and ended up having a bad start to the race. Sean with a beautiful start, actually. He is pulled away from the field. Tristan got kind of pushed below. Please don't kill anyone. Lucas already getting wrecked. I don't know who wrecked him, honestly. I didn't really have a good angle at all. Sean did not jump. Sean's gonna lead lap 1. Track position's gonna matter for sure off these restarts. Although you can start good and end up getting wrecked as Rob's been flipped. That's going to be a caution. I knew I was going to regret having 12 cars. I'm going to close pit road here. It's 2 laps in. I do not care. I am closing that shit. Let's see the replay here. Who turned Rob? Pits are going to be closed, guys, so I just don't want to spend time off this first caution here. It's low-key retarded. Let's see here. Let's see the replay. What happened to Rob to cause him to flip? It looks like Cole puts him in the wall. I'm not going to warn Cole since it's 2 laps in, but you kind of put him in the wall there unless you got hooked or something. But still, okay, there's a flip tool on the very bottom of your screen, but okay, you just figured it out. Well, Rob, you're to the back since you're the cause of the incident. But so far, hey, Shug is second. Shug, you're second. Tristan's third. Okay. Are we ready? Two laps in, and already have a yellow, but honestly, I think it was an accident. I don't think we're gonna have that if Cole didn't go straight up. Alright, here we go. Green flag's back out. Hayden doesn't get a great jump on the restart here. Sean wants to get a solid start. Just because it's 12 cars, guys, doesn't mean you gotta race like an asshole. It's still a pretty wide track, so you should be able to have space to do something without killing someone. It's a pretty wide track, in my opinion. One kind of got pushed. He gets pushed up the track by Hayden. But Sean so far has the lead. Brandon gets forced onto the apron. 4 wide. Be careful, guys, honestly, bro. And then Cole gets flipped again, but he saves it. Once again, guys, it's still early, but let's try to calm ourselves here. Sean has a little bit of a lead so far, 5-10 lead over the rest of the pack so far, but inside starting to work together with Brandon and Kenny. Some guys on the top. But now Kenny is going to go to the bottom here. 4 wide for second place position here. It's at 6 like last season. So that's exactly what it was last season. Oh man, y'all need to chill out. It's lap 6. It's not the white flag here. I didn't do anything. I mean, I'll check the studio, but I don't see anything here. Oh, Brandon shows him up. Tristan gets flipped. He's on the wheels. I'm not too sure why Sean's pulling away. I think it could just be because y'all are battling, but let's see the race place here. I don't think Sean has anything illegal in his car at all. Brandon Hale, what are we doing? Yikes, bro. White gets flipped, so that's going to be a caution. Brandon Hale, I'm going to warn you. Bumper walking happens in every league, so I can't prevent it. Let's see here. Everyone has a draft script in their cars, so everyone's drafting script is the same. Oh, fuck. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to shut down. I guess for some reason I forgot to put the bump draft script in the other part of the car. That's my bad. So I'm gonna have to shut down. I didn't even know. My bad, guys. I was rushing to make this shit, and I didn't get to test with anyone, so. Shut up, Cole, before I kick you, bro. Shut the fuck up. Summer Heat was mid. I'm putting this in the draft maker. So I forgot to put in the. That's my bad, guys. It's that's on me. But one thing is that I rushed to make this shit done within the time because I was dealing with school and shit. So I rushed this process here. That's my bad, guys. You guys are gonna pit anyway, so it doesn't really change anything about the race. We just have to rejoin the game here. But we will start in the order, and I'll tell you guys the order. You have no choice but to stay out here. Everyone's technically forced to pit since I have to restart the game. Alright, let me publish. I'll tell you guys the restart order here. Alright, here we go. Well, that's my bad, guys. I was rushing to get this shit done, so that's my bad. But it's not a huge hiccup. We were only a few laps in. But let me tell you guys the restart order here. Restart order was... It was... Sean, Shug, third was Kenny, fourth was the 21, fifth was Brandon, sixth was Rob, seventh was Nick, eighth was Hayden, ninth was Cole, 10th was Wyatt, and I think 11th was Lucas, and I don't know who 12th was because my shit I have a bad angle, honestly. So that's pretty much what it was there. Oh, no, Tristan was 10th, and then 11th was Wyatt, and then 12th was Lucas. So that's my bad. Sorry, guys. Did not mean to have a hiccup this early, but it's okay. 8. So we'll be on lap 8. Sean's led every lap so far, but since a mistake on my part might fuck him over. Rob has Wi-Fi going out, so I'll just let him merge, but if he's not back within like 10 laps or whatever, he's going to be put a lap down. Lucas isn't here either. I don't know what happened to Lucas. Brandon, like, I don't know what caused you to just turn down and kind of kill the field and cause that yellow, but I don't mean to... It's just, I don't know. I think the bumper locking was because of the bump drafts, so... I'll revoke the warning since bumper locking, and now we fixed that issue. So I'm going to revoke the warning, but let's try not to do that again. It's honestly not his fault about the bumper locking. It's on me, so I shouldn't give someone a 1-out-3 for something that's my fault. Alright. Are we ready? That was last week, and that wasn't any mistake of my own. That was your guys' shit. This week, that was on me. I was the one who fucking fucked over everyone by not having the bump draft in the right scripts. But bump draft should work now, so here we go. Sean, you jumped a little bit, let off a little bit, please. Lift, please, you jumped. Thank you. Alright, Shug has the lead. Bump draft's gonna work now, but that doesn't mean be retarded with it. Shug now to the lead. Sean on the middle top. Using that. He's going to try to get past Holden here. And he does. He leads a lap. Again, his 9th lap lead of the day. So far, solid start for Sean. Bump draft definitely works now. So you don't got to worry about bumper locks. Brandon, Hale, and Hayden on the bottom. Sean, the lone guy on the top, but the top is pretty solid here. Shug has the lead. Top 2 in points are 1-2 right now. Shug's looking to get his first lap lead of the race so far. Yes, he is. Hayden in third. Hayden had a great race at Pikes Peak. He ended up getting a third place finish, but he needs more races like those to gain on the playoff cut line. Tristan getting pushed by Hayden's gonna lead a lap here. Hayden, I think, in my opinion, he needs to try to lead the most laps he can to get in the chase. He needs to dominate these races, get most laps led, get the max amount of stage points he can. He cannot just sit around if he wants to have a chase spot. He's got to win, in my opinion. But Tristan is getting pushed right now. But the stage will end on 30. Remember, no stage yellows. So far, tame start to the race. Everyone's kind of running single file. No one trying to make a move just yet. Hayden out to the bottom. Brandon's up top. Like, Brandon's all by himself now. Hayden in the lead. But he gives up the bottom. We're starting to see people go to the top, but they're not really up top, they're more in the middle. Tristan's going to use the top lane to get side by side with Sean. Sean still leads the lap, however. Sean has the most laps led so far with 10. Almost gives up the bottom right there to Shug. He's going to clear Tristan, maybe not. Oh, Tristan clears himself. Trying to do a crossover. Tristan, if you just go with these spots, I won't get mad. Because you kind of went up there, down there. It is the safest way to do that. And Cole gets turned and flipped by Wyatt. That's a caution. I think Cole turned himself there. I will close the pit since we just pitted technically, like, literally not even like 6 laps ago. I'm just not trying to have the strategy be messed up. It's so early. Sean gives up the bottom. He could get these 2 extra laps led if he tries, and he is going to. I'm going to close pits, but next caution it won't be. Trying not to get fuel, guys. But Sean's going to be the leader here. He's had a solid start to the race. You should be asking Lucas that question, Kenny. Sean's going to choose the top. I believe Hayden was second. I did close pits for this restart. Hayden here having a solid start to his race. You've led 13 laps, Tristan's led 3, and Shug's led 1. Actually, you've led 14. That's my bad. That's my bad. Hayden, if you could get backed up a little bit, because you're side by side. Sean's technically the lead, so you should have at least a little bit of an edge. Unless he doesn't care. Well, these were the same setups as last season, so you should still be able to make moves. I just think everyone was more aggressive last season, honestly. I don't care, bro. I don't really want that, bro. Alright, are you ready? Hayden, or Sean and Hayden. Green flag's out. Hayden gets a good restart. Bushwick Beans didn't give Sean the push, but Sean ends up getting a good restart anyways. They got stacked up a little bit, and Bushwick Beans is going to shove Hayden down a little bit. Oh, Shug and Tristan kind of unsafe merges, but if you guys killed them, that would have been a warning for both, but thankfully you didn't. Just be careful. Sean needs a points day like this, I feel like. I think he needs to try to have a race where he just outright dominates and wins it. I feel like to give him the confidence to contend for a title. Oh, Kenny, I'm not sure what happened, if he got shoved. Oh, Tristan to the bottom. Brandon staying behind the 48. Not really trying to make a move as of right now. Brandon's still pushing the 48. I'm trying to make a move right now, I guess. If it were to finish right now, Tristan would end up actually gaining a few points on Holden, because Holden's not in stage points contention right now. Tristan gives up the bottom. Brandon's there. Tristan's gonna clear him though. Wyatt gets around Brandon for second now. Nick to the lead. You got pushed. Here comes Nick to the top. But they keep pushing the 48. Guess none of them want to get the lead. Sean not clear. Literally not clear, dude. Sean's letting Tristan catch up in most laps led. Comes Sean to the bottom. Tristan tries to clear, but he was not clear. Stop trying to force the issue, bro. You're not fucking clear. You're not goddamn clear. You guys are giving up spots, both of you, because you guys were cutting the track. Please give up spots. Oh, and Tristan's going to get a warning. You just caused the wreck, and that's going to be a caution. Thank you, dude. Real act of a champion right there. Cole's going to be our leader, putting Tristan to the back, because that was pretty stupid in my opinion. But the pits will be open, so kind of a interesting end to the stage almost here. Since Tristan and Sean were pretty much the yellow, they're in the back. Well, you caused it technically, so you're both of you guys. You wrecked him, dude. Not a racing incident. You wrecked the shit out of him. You late blocked, and then you wanted to. He didn't. You forced him below the yellow. Yeah, he was a little bit on the grass, but you forced him even harder and self-cleared. So Cole is up in the lead now. Alright. Parade speed is 80, so don't go 81. Are we ready? There you go. I mean, these cars are pretty much the same from last season, so I don't know what's the difference. I mean, zero clue what's the difference here. Nick, Kenny, Cole, Brandon. I think 21, 18, 48, 43, 88, 1, 78. Okay, Hayden. I think Rob might be a DNF here. I don't know, guys. I don't know what's up with the. The Highline's the same. I copied the script from Kansas. I have the same draft values. I have the same bump draft values. Cars are the same setup, so I don't know what's the difference between this season and last season. Not as tight. Okay, but that doesn't make a difference. That makes it easier. In fact, that should make it easier to pass and make moves. Cole AFK right now. Hello, Hayden. When we come back to this race, we're going to be 2 laps removed from the stage being over. Alright, are we ready? Don't think Lucas or Hayden's ready. Alright, here we go. Green flags back out. Kenny has the lead so far. Not sure what happened to Cole. Nick Maggie in the lead. Kind of forcing Horton below the apron. Someone had to make a move or suffice. 4 wide for third. Shug has the lead right now. They're 5 wide right there for second. This is not going to work out. Nick gets turned. Since it happened on the... That's going to be a caution. Nice one. I'm gonna warn whoever did that too, by the way. I'm gonna look back on it after this caution. If y'all want me to close pits every other time, let me know, since we're kind of having various cautions here. I think I want to, honestly. I want actual strategy for once. Sean sells second place, maybe? Oh. Shug's gonna win stage 1. Second was Sean. Third was Bush. Fourth was Lucas. Fifth was Tristan. Guys, pits are closed, so do not get fuel. Kenny, I see you. Alright, let me show you cause this shit, because we were 5 wide for some dumbass reason. Alright, so Nick gets split 4 wide, which ended up creating 5 wide. Kenny and Brandon Kenny, I'm gonna warn you because you forced Brandon down the track. I'm sorry, Bubba. We had space up top, and you kind of forced him down. But Shug gets a stage 1 here. He needs this if he wants to try to pull away and ahead of Tristan in points. He needs TS. He gets his second stage 1 of the season. Stage 2 will end on 60 here, though. Who left? Someone just rage quitted. I don't know who. Kenny did. Alright. All I did was give this guy a warning. His Wi-Fi went out. Zero clue. Let's pull his car off. I'll park in this pit stall. Or actually, no. I'll just... Let's park it right here, I guess. Alright. Kenny... Something happened to him. So... I think Rob and Kenny, it's safe to say they're DNF'd, but I'm not going to say just yet. But are we ready here? Alright, here we go. Okay, they kind of pushed. Thank you for lifting. Sean has the lead. Lucas has a run on the top. Sean has to block 3 lanes of cars. Whole lot of cars, Hayden. Am I right? Whole lot of cars. Here comes a 21 to the bottom. 21's going to lead his first lap in a while. He got this first lap led since like Rockingham. Has yet to get a win, but he's been 3rd in points most of the season. He's been consistent, although the last few races have been a little not great for him, sadly, but I think still a very new driver to the series. He's got time to improve, and Brandon gets to the bottom of the 48. I don't know if anyone's trusting the top. That was one thing last season. A lot of people trusted the top. And no one's really trusting it this time, I guess. It was one of the better lanes last season because of that, but everyone's training this time, I guess, so. $18 to the top. Wyatt was not clear. Sean was trying to merge safely. Thank you. Wyatt, you're not clear. Bye-bye. Tristan has the lead. No one wants to make a move. I mean, I don't know if you even get the giraffe to make a move, but I don't know. Sean to second here. Sean needs to get back up to that lead if he wants to get most laps led. Tristan has 10, Sean has 15. Well, there's two guys on the top now, but I'm not sure if they'll be able to do much. But they're not even really on the top, they're more on the middle. That was the thing, is that people were going 5 wide and making it work, making it stick, but not really this season. I'm not sure what changed. Tristan gives up the bottom. Now Sean's there. Sean extends his lap lead by 1. And trying to get to the bottom of the 78. Couldn't make the pass just yet. Bush Big Beans has climbed his way up to 3rd again after being pretty much last back there for a second. Sean hanging on to it here. Wyatt, you're not clear, man. Jesus Christ. Not clear, dog. Alright, Wyatt, I'm about to fucking warn you. Not clear for the 10th time. Sean gives up the lead to Brandon Hale. Now Brandon's in the lead. But Sean has the top. And see, the top definitely has something, but I don't think anyone's trusting it yet. Quite yet. Brandon has to cover the 18. He almost does. Oh, something happened with Wyatt and them I did not see. Brandon Hale gets moved up the track 3 wide now. I did not see, sorry, so I don't know. If you have a clip, I'll warn him. Oh, and they had a... Okay, and Holden's gonna jump out his car, cause a yellow. That's gonna... I'm warning Holden for that. Your keyboard died, but you typed that. I'm keeping pits closed. That's some bullshit. I'm not letting that ruin the strategy. Guys, don't get fuel. Keeping pits closed. We only had like a 10-lap green flag run. Love to see, sadly, solid racing starting to happen. Ruined my... I don't... If you can provide a clip for me, Wyatt, if Tristan quote-unquote wrecking him, please do. And I'll review it. But, that might result. Sean was the leader, so he gets 2 extra laps. Who is ED? I have 0 clue this is. And he's straight left. You have 20, Tristan has 11. I closed pits. Because I don't want the strategy to be ruined again. I mean, we only had like a 7 to 8, 10 lap green flag run, man. You have 2, Cole. You had 2. What? Why? No, I didn't see shit, dude. I didn't see it because my camera was turned at the time. I didn't see what happened with you and Tristan. Alright, Wyatt, line up. Let's see here. If it seems like a genuine accident, if you guys both explain your sides, then no warning will be held. Okay, hey Wyatt, hurry up. I got a race to host. Alright, let's see here. If this is really worthy of giving Tristan a lap penalty. That doesn't look great. It doesn't look very great. Although it looks like a misjudgment. I don't think it was on purpose. I'm not gonna warn him because I don't think it was on purpose, but still a pretty bad misjudgment, my guy. Exactly, and that's why, like, I feel like I should, if I was gonna warn Tristan for that, I should warn Wyatt for what he did to Bush Baked Beans, but I didn't. So, are we ready? Alright, here we go. Just try not to do it again. And we'll have to put you lap down. Brandon Hale had the lead, but the top's been actually giving Sean a great restart every time here. Stage 2 will end on 60. Sean hangs on to it. Sean gives up the bottom, but he's going to use the top to try to come back, and yes, he does for a little bit. Brandon Hale is the lead now. Brandon Hale has the lead, but he gets bumped out the way by the 48. He's in the middle. I feel like he almost has enough momentum to get the top, but I don't think he will. Gonna have to give up a few spots, sadly. Tristan to the lead. But I don't see anyone trying to make a move, so that's just the depressing part about this race. I think some people can, they just don't want to, I guess. I don't know. I mean, the draft is there. Cole wags. Cole. Okay, man, I'm gonna warn you. Please, man. Like, when you lag, you were doing good for a second, then you just kill those two. Like, what the fuck, bro? He fucking lagged and then went up. Well, I don't know, man. I think you misjudged that opening quite a bit there. Yeah, I'm never doing this setup again. Jesus Christ. I don't know what happened for it to be different, but it just sucks this season compared to last. Last season was a generational race. Oh well. Might be worse than Cleveland. Oh, Tristan gets at the bottom. Now Hayden's in the lead. What happened to Nick and Cole? Nick's down pits. He gets out clean. Sean's gonna make his stop here. Push Big Beans is gonna lead a lap. Brandon and Sean making their stops here. Bush Big Beans has the lead. 9 to go until the stage. Wyatt pushes Bush Big Beans. And unfortunately, that's going to give the lead away here. Wyatt has the lead. Shug and Hayden and Bush Big Beans are going to pit. None of them has sped just yet, it appears. What does Wyatt mean when he says he's out? Zero clue what that implies. Gonna have to make the stop now. Lucas staying out. And Wyatt speeds on the first sector. Unfortunately, that's gonna have to be a drive-through. You had to? Why? What happened? Oh, Wyatt's about to run out of fuel. Okay, fine. I'll give you a pass, but I'm gonna just warn one out for you, dude. I'm giving you a pass one time because I don't see this happen often, but try not to do it again. Cole's cutting the grass. Nice. Lucas has the lead. Just trying to do it again, Wyatt. All I gotta say. Lucas has led a few laps here. Honestly, I had no clue where that pit stop puts everyone. Like, Tristan's going to be the lead, but Brandon's going to be there. I think some guys just got to be aggressive probably to try to get these points, this win, anything. I feel like if they want a shot at it, because apparently you can't pass. I don't know. Let's see where Lucas, when he's gonna choose to pit here. Okay, here we go. He's gonna make the pit stop now. Is he gonna speed? Man, just does not. It's pretty damn close there. Stage will end on 60. Lucas now in his box. Honestly, this is the most boring intermediate race I've ever seen. Getting close to the end of the stage. I feel like if Brandon and Sean wanted to go to the top and work together, they easily could, but I guess that's just not what they want here. Brandon gets to the bottom. Sean to the top. Was looking like he was going to make it work until Brandon got a push. Brandon has the lead. Let me tell you, Brandon, just try not to pass in the grass again. I didn't say anything about it, but just don't want people passing the grass. Because it's not the biggest deal, but it's whatever, man. It's, I don't know. Brandon gets shoved out of line. Wow. Tristan leads. Yo, get out of the grass, 21, 43, 88, please. White flag of the stage. Looks like Tristan's gonna win another stage. Brandon's there, he got pushed, but sadly it's not enough. Tristan's gonna win. Stage 2. Shut up there, Sean, and then Nick. Caution's out. Nick Maggie leading. I didn't see it, so I didn't get. Well, I just wasn't paying attention that much, so back here. Yeah, I saw that, but I just didn't really judge it first glance here. Pits will be open. It's honestly just staring at a wall here. Let's see here. What did our boy Nick Maggie do to our somewhat good driver? Let's see here. Alright. Nick Maggie pushes the 48. I'm not going to warn him because you turned yourself. So, when Nick was there and you cleared yourself, and I looked at my stream. To me, at least, it looks like you cleared yourself, so. Pits are going to be open. Nick, if you can line up. Who actually was the leader of that? I think that was... I need to write down who led the laps there. It was the 21, so 21 gets 2 laps led. Alright, Nick, if you can line up, you're second place here. Nick, Maggie, line up. You're second, Nick, so Sean, give him the spot. Please. Or yeah, P2 or P3 or whatever it was. Alright, are we ready for pit stop here? I think we have one more stop after this one, so. Alright, here we go. Pit road time. Everyone's back in it. Nick, I have to warn you because you went through Kenny's box, but Kenny's not even here, but still. 21, 78, 4, 48, 1, 18, 27, 99, 43. And I'll watch it back, but no matter what, unless you're shoved, not allowed to go through anyone's box. You did not get a push by Hayden at all. You at least had a little bit of space ahead of him. Nick, it's a warning. Everyone has to get it when they go through someone else's box, so please don't try to fight me on it. Did not see you get pushed, bro. My angles shows that you had a little bit of space on him. I mean, a lot of guys wanted me to have this rule, so. Are you ready? Alright, here we go. Green flag's out. 21 got pushed. If you could lift a little bit, please. He kind of jumped the restart. Don't want to lift. Oh well. Thank you. Uh, 21 has the lead. Bushwick Beans led 10 laps. You'd need to lead 14 more of them to have the most laps led. Sean has 21 laps led. Tristan has 23. Bushwick Beans has 10. Still at least one more stop to go, but maybe two. I don't know how often these guys are pitting. So we'll see. 21 still hanging on strong, but the 4 get kind of pushed out. Alright, Nick. Let's try not to go in the grass, please, guys. We're in draft. Although I don't know how big the draft is, because, I mean, it's the same from last season, but apparently you can't do shit. Oh well. White up to second. Sean gets turned. Goes up the track. Thankfully, no caution had to come out for that bullshit right there. White trying to make a move. He's going to almost do it. He gets to the 21's bottom. He has the momentum. And now he's in the lead. He almost gives up the spot to Hayden. And now he does. Hayden barely had any space at all. And he kind of made his own room, I guess. White to the lead. He's in the top. I don't really blame White. He got kind of shoved up right there. Couldn't do anything. Now Hayden's in the lead. Race could be in anyone's hands, honestly, but after that pit stop, we'll really see who's going to be having a shot. Oh, Cole. Hayden in the lead still. Brandon's there, Wyatt's there, Cole. Top 7 have yet to win a race. The last 3 guys on the field right now have won a race. Hayden's gonna get pushed. Wyatt back to the lead. .30 to go. A sudden break happened right there from the 99. Wyatt's going to get his first lap out of the race. He gives at the bottom to Nick Maggie. Wyatt gets the bottom. Cole now to the lead. It's been a rotation of drivers in the lead now. People going up the track. It's given them new guys a chance at the lead. Cole gets his 3rd lap lead. Cole won this race last season. Can he win it again? Hayden slides but gets 2nd place now. Wyatt froze. Bush McBeans, please try not to kill Nick. Thank you, man. I don't know what happened. Okay, Nick, let's chill out, guys. Sean, please, guys. Still have a whole bunch of time to try not to fuck over people, man. Okay, guys, let's chill out. Nick, Maggie, dude, chill out, y'all. I don't know why you door slammed Sean, and then it ended up you guys almost wrecked. And fuck Brandon Hale over. Brandon didn't do anything to y'all. Hayden has the lead. Bushwick Beans up into 2nd. Right here. Bushwick Beans breaks suddenly. That pit stop's going to be probably happening soon. I imagine at some point here. We'll see. But I don't know. You got to try to know how much you could stretch that fuel. Hayden has the lead. Wyatt in 2nd. And a who's who of drivers below the totem pole in points. Battling for this lead right now. Hayden gets another lap led. .25 to go. Hayden gives up the bottom. He thinks he's clear, but he isn't. Hayden, you're not clear. I'd recommend giving up the lane. Thank you. Gotta see we're not clear right there. Cole. I don't think that was right on Wyatt. Kind of got forced. Wyatt to the lead, though. Nonetheless, Nick Maggie trying to make a move. Nick! Once again, it's been a big thing here. A lot of guys just clearing themselves. Nick Maggie. Cole, please. Holy shit. I get there's no grip, but we still got to try to at least chill. Because if there's no grip, that's my apology for thinking that you're trying to wreck someone, but it just looks like you are in a way at times. Sean to the lead now. Sean needs this. He needs 2 laps to tie Tristan, 3 to get the most laps led. He needs to somehow not let Hayden get below him. He clears Hayden. Fortunately, Brandon gets fucked again. Sean has a lead. Can he hang on to it? 2 more laps, and he doesn't really have to worry as much about this laps led 5-point thing. 3 wide for second place. Sean's going to tie most laps led, but he's going to give up the lead here. Oh my gosh, these guys are fighting so hard. Okay, Sean, you don't need to force Wyatt below. Wyatt had the lane on you. It just looks like you were. I don't know if that was the intention, but Hayden gets a push and goes up the track. Wyatt back to the lead. 21 to go. Sean can make an opportunity now to try to get the most laps led. He's going to take it. He really can't do much because Wyatt was blocking. Now 3 wide for the lead. Almost, Sean. Guys, be careful. Unfortunately, that fucked over Nick hard. I don't know what happened. I think he got pushed by Hayden. It's just a bad situation. Sean has the lead. No, let's try not to pass the grass, bro. That's what I've been saying. We need to try not to do that. Sean hangs on to it and is now going to get the most laps led right there now. But he can't let Tristan get up to the front and try to do it again. Wyatt to the lead. Sean has the top. A lot of misjudgments here in this race so far. A lot of them. Hayden pushing Wyatt. Wyatt has been very unlucky to start off the season, but if he can win at Kansas, he'll turn the season around. That one team's been in the chase so far. This win would help them for sure. But he kind of gave up the bottom. If he can recover, we'll see. Sean gets a run. But the 48 and the 18 kind of made their way back up. Same with the 88. Oh, the whole field is, I think. Oh, man. They tried to pit, but they couldn't. Wyatt got fucked out of that. That ain't on him. He's on pit road. Shug in the lead. Maybe you guys should say P when you're pitting, because I don't think anyone even knew that. Right there. We're going to see some guys pit this time. Brandon, what is he doing? I think he's fucking over his race right there. Kind of braking super much right there. Looks like they're going to pit this time. Oh, they don't! They end up going another lap here. They did not have a good entry or attempt at an entry even. Make sure these guys aren't speeding on pit road here. Tristan has the lead. Sean to the bottom. Tristan not clear. Of course he gets his way because whatever. Sean pushing here. I'm going to try to go another lap, I guess. Now Sean is tied with Tristan for most laps led. This 5 points will mean a lot to both of these guys if they get him, but I don't know how bad Sean wants it. Not too sure. Trying to fuel save. 16 to go. We're gonna go another lap, but Cole's gonna go down pits. Now Tristan has a lead, a whole ass lap over Sean in terms of laps led. They're fuel saving a lot. This is gonna lose him some time, I think. Maybe. But I don't even know. Might help. Cole sped and LePage. Well, he did speed, so that's going to be a drive-through because I see a 190. And Cole's the last guy to go down pit road, so I'm sorry, Cole. You have to do a pass-through, but... One and 43 and 4 might just want to try to push each other because these guys are not pitting anytime soon right now. Sean's gonna tie, or almost tie, my bad. These guys are trying to stretch as much as they can, but I don't know how it's gonna help. We'll see. Bush Baked Beans gonna go down pits. Coles, let's not cut the grass, dog. I don't care if your lap down doesn't give you the right, bro. Tristan and Shug are really trying to save that fuel. I don't know how much this really helps, honestly. I mean, you're not gonna make it to the end of the race, but oh wow. I think Brandon and Wyatt, they just gotta push as hard as they can, man. Like, these guys are losing time by fuel saving this much. They might be able to make something happen, but we'll see. Sean now is the most laps led. Well, I think if you guys work together as much as you can, you might have a chance when these guys pit, but I don't know when these guys are gonna pit. That's the main question here. I mean, they're saving around the whole entire track, pretty much here. That they didn't even lose a lap. They're going to have to pit at some point. You can't stretch it that much. Sean's got a little bit of gap, though. 10 to go. Let's see here. Are they going to be able to save to the end? 10 laps. It's impossible. You can't. Well, let's see how much time the rest of those guys have gained. They have gained, not much, but still. If they can stretch it to the end, this is going to be an absolute what the fuck moment. Because I don't think they can. The fuel run was only 20-something laps or so. There's no way. And you can't pit with 2 to go. You pit with 2 to go, you're penalized 2 laps. You're going to have to make a decision pretty soon here. Tristan making a move for second place, but I don't know. We'll see. Brandon Hale and them got to try to do the best they can with catching up. I feel they want a shot when these guys pit, but we'll see. 8 to go. Tristan's trying to pass Sean. They're fuel saving racing, so Sean's got to try to hold the bottom, and he gives up. They're not running 100%, but Tristan's going to try to make a move, and Sean just doesn't cover. They've actually gained 2 seconds on them in the last, like, 2 laps, but one of them's going to have to pit. What? Huh? Okay. So I'm going to give him in a little bit or something. Actually, no, I'll just give you it right now.
I've been trying to message and call you.
Well, I'm doing something, so. Sean's gonna have to take a pit stop here. Sean managed to get quite a bit of laps led there, but 6 to go. I don't know if these guys can hang on to it. We'll see. I mean, they're gaining a good amount of time. Those guys who haven't pitted, but I don't know. These guys have yet to pit. We'll see. Cole's kind of helping them too. Lucas leads his 5th lap of the race right there. 5 to go. The choice is going to be pretty soon here if they want to try to go for it. They feel safe so much that they're somehow running almost full percent here. Four to go. Are they going to somehow stretch this shit? I don't know how. If they somehow stretch it, that's going to be a lame finish to a lame race. That ain't really anything cool. 4 to go. The final lap to pit is soon. They're on such low tires. I don't know what the game plan was. I don't know how they're somehow making it, but it seems like they're going to go for it. Lucas has the lead now. Lucas has the lead. Tristan, let's not wall ride. I do not care. Alright, they're going to go for the win here. 3 to go. 2 to go now. You can't pit now. I guess they're going for broke. It might work somehow. I don't know how. Lucas Hansen looking to get a 2nd win in a row. White flag. Shug's there. Tristan's also there, but I don't think they could do anything. Out of turn 4. Lucas Hansen's going to win again at Kansas. I have no clue how. Not really fun at all. Thank you for a boring ass race. Brian gets P4. Yeah, I was thinking about getting rid of fuel saving. And this just put the nail in the coffin, I think. Good job to Lucas. But that was probably the worst race I've ever hosted. That was boring. Sean, you got the most laps led, so that's positive. It was just whatever, man. Yeah, this was the worst race of the season, probably. trying to get a good screenshot, but he doesn't want me to, so that's fine. I don't have to post this one anyways. It's a lame race. Alright, that is Kansas here tonight.